Welcome to World Rally Championship Part 7.
The competition's at the halfway point, and already many have fallen by the wayside. And now the WRC heads to Greece, the land of myth and legend. The rally's tough reputation comes from the hard, unforgiving landscape. Temperatures can be as punishing as Kenya, and all around are boulders easily capable of ruining more than a driver's chances. Modern-day heroes are made or broken on the Acropolis Rally.
So here we go, time for round number 7 of the championship. We're heading to Greece for the Acropolis Rally. 5 stages across 3 days, starting with our first stage, which is going to be 3.6 kilometers long on gravel and a dry forecast. Here is our default setup for this rally, and let's get started. So here we go. Time to start stage 1 here in Greece. Of course, I have the I don't know why I keep trying to press select to change my camera. I've already figured out that it's triangle. I guess I'm too used to modern games, but that's usually the camera change choice, at least for me. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, away we go here at Greece. Of course, this first stage is going to be fairly simple, because, yeah, all stage 1s in this game are fairly simple, at least compared to the other 4. So, okay, pointing my car the wrong direction and rolling, well, kind of rolling it. I guess there's some, we had some weird gravitational force there on the side of the car. It didn't completely roll over. I thought for sure you could completely roll your car in this game. Maybe you can. Maybe it's like Gran Turismo 1 through 4, where you can tip it on its side, but you can't completely roll it over. I honestly don't know. I don't remember in my casual playthrough of it, my first playthrough of this game, if I actually rolled the car. So maybe this game isn't fail race approved. Who knows? But anyways, I've already recovered all the time from that little incident, so we're good. So what's going to be interesting here, or at least what we're going to be paying attention to here, is the battle for second in points between Carlos Sainz and Tommi Mäkinen, because they've kind of flip-flopped these past 2 rallies, with Mäkinen scoring second place at Argentina while Carlos Sainz did not score a point, and then the reverse happened in our most recent rally at the Cyprus Rally. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here in Greece. Sainz off to a good start, finishing 3rd in this stage, so his defense of second place going well as far as the first 5th of this rally. But these aren't decided on the first stage of the rally. These are decided at the end of the 5th stage. Pardon me for forgetting to do a little mini input there. Anyways, here are our first stage results. 6.5 second victory over Francois Delacour, who is probably looking to score more than 1 point in this round after finishing 6th in the previous 2. Carlos Sainz in 3rd, Richard Burns 4th, Freddie Loix 5th, and Tommi Mäkinen is barely in the points to start off in 6th. Not nearly as many Fords up top this time, with Colin McRae finishing 12th. And what's the other Ford? Oh, there's only 3 Fords. I thought there was more than that for some reason. I don't know. Me dumb. So, there you go. There's our first stage results. So let's move on to stage number 2. 5.5 kilometers. Definitely going to be more technical. Got some hairpins and tight turns, so let's get started. Alright, stage 2 has been loaded. So here we go in our Peugeot. It's Marcus Grunholm. Here we go, stage 2 with the Acropolis Rally Greece. Quick twist start, turn tightens up at the end. That was just a really bad entry for me. That wasn't actually that tight of a turn, but I turned in way too late, so I had to scrub off more speed than I had to, or than would have had to had I actually hit that turn properly. It's fine though, we're good. Damn those late turn-ins. Ooh, I actually scrubbed off more speed than I thought I was going to. We're good, everything's fine. Once again, strong start from McRae in the first sector of the stage. Hopefully he doesn't fall back like he did at the in stage 1. So I did notice that in stage 1. It just keeps going. The turn doesn't end. Good. Big jump. Slow down. Got a very slight bend here before the actual turn. We're good. So far, McRae holding strong. Still second place in the stage. And for McRae plays spoiler for Sainz' defensive second place here. 4 teammates. Oh no! Come on, car, recover! Recover! No! Oh, I couldn't recover on my own. Damn it. I tried. Just barely made it over the bank. Could not quite recover. Then could not quite get the tires to grip enough to make it back over. Oh well, it's fine. So I'm still leading this stage. It's fine. So I call him. Looks like McRae lost a lot of time as well in that sector. It's now 4 seconds behind Carlos Sainz. Quick S hairpin there. This stage is pretty wide in a lot of spots. By the stage, I mean this road. It really opens up in some areas. It's not all areas. Oh, I need to slow down. Make it around the hairpin. Very long hairpin here. Down the hill. Actually caught a glimpse of this section as I was going around that right hairpin. You know, just looking over the cliffside. Totally not scary at all. And there we go, across the line. Stage 2 is complete. And McRae actually recovers to take second place in the stage. So, that's going to shake things up a little bit as far as these overall standings. By how much? Well, there's only one way to find out. So, here we go. Here's our stage 2 results. Oh wow, actually it wasn't McRae? I swear it said Ford on the leaderboard at the end of the stage. Maybe I'm dumb. So it was Francois Delacour taking second in the stage to Carlos Sainz, and McRae ends up 10th. Timing glitch, maybe? I don't know. It's weird. Oh well. Anyways, here's our overall rally standings. Top 3 remain the same, with myself, Delacour, and Sainz. Freddy Deluxe moves up to 4th, Toshihiro Arai moves up into the points, and Mackinnon stays where he is as Richard Burns falls out of the points. And McRae does improve by 2 spots overall in this after stage 2, which is nice. And Marco Martin in the Subaru in last position. Damn. So, let's begin day 2 of the Acropolis Rally with stage number 3, 5.2 kilometers, and let's go. Here we are, stage number 3 here in Greece.
3, 2,
all these dirt-stained advertising boards here at the start area. Nice little touch there. I actually didn't notice that they were like all dirt-stained and stuff until just now. So, cool. Ooh. A little too much of an angle there, heading into the turn. Don't need any reverse entries now. We're not trying to show off here yet. I'm not Ken Block, I'm not a showman. I'm just a mediocre rally driver who's somehow won every stage but 3 in this championship. So let's see, we've done 6 rounds, 30, and then this is the 3rd stage of this, so yeah, I've won 29 out of 32 stages thus far in the championship. Slight dominance, slight. Of course, it's not, you know, that you won the stage, it's the time in which you gain from winning the stages, and also the time you lose when you don't win the stages, and well, I've only lost very little time when I haven't won these stages. So yeah. Once again, I'm just being Sebastian Loeb here. or Sebastian Ogier, because he's become the new Sebastian. But why are guys... Why in the like past 2 decades have guys named Sebastian been such great drivers? Like, there's been Sebastian Loeb, Sebastian Ogier. I would argue that Sebastian Bourdais is a great driver. Sebastian Vettel. I'm sure there's more that I'm, like, not thinking of right now, because I can't really recall any other drivers named Sebastian at this point in time. But, yeah. Apparently, if you want to be a successful driver in the 21st century, just name your kid Sebastian, or just, yeah, change your name to Sebastian. Doesn't matter how you spell it, as long as it's, you know, pronounced Sebastian. And there you go. Once again, it says Ford, 2nd place, so is this going to be McRae, or is this going to be Francois actually finishing 2nd in this stage? About to find out. It's going to be weird. And once again, it's Francois. I'm a little bit confused about that. Oh well. I mean, I guess overall it doesn't really matter, but still, it's an interesting thing. So here's our Stage 3 results. 15 seconds I add to my rally lead over Delacour, with Freddie Loix-Makinen and Toshihiro Arai finishing 4th, 5th, and 6th in the stage. There's the rest of the stage results, and here are the overall standings with 2 stages to go. I now have a comfortable half-minute lead over Delacour. Carlos Sainz in 3rd, and Tommy Makinen and Arai swap places, but other than that, same people in the points as were at the end of stage 2. So here's that. So here's the rest of our overall standings thus far. Let's move on to stage number 4. It's going to be 6.1 kilometers. There's an interesting shape going on that reminds me of something, but I'm not sure. And let's just get started. Okay, here we go. Time for stage number 4 of the Acropolis Rally. Listen to all those air horns and etc. The starting line. Everyone's so excited to see me win on my 31st stage of the championship. Out of 30, fuck. Never mind. Instead, I roll the car. Well, I say I rolled the car. I think I understand the rolling physics now in this game. The car can actually roll over if it's still in midair, but once it lands, that's when the gravitational force takes hold and rolls the car at worst on its side. So it's really interesting. So you can potentially maybe barrel roll the car in midair. I don't know if the car can actually roll that much in midair, but you can at least get it upside down. See the entire undercarriage of the car. Undercarriage? Under tray. Under. The part of the car that should be, you know, pointed at the ground. The part of the car you're not supposed to see unless you're actually, like, attempting to look at it by, you know, climbing underneath the car, etc., etc. Shut up. Oh, no. That was very bumpy. I wasn't expecting that turn to be that bumpy. And tight. Screwed that up immensely. Still fastest around that sector, at least faster than Delacour. Yeah, I figured out your little bug there, game. I know that's not Colin McRae, despite you saying it's Colin McRae. I'm on to you. I'm on to you, WRC. This is clearly a conspiracy against Colin McRae because his name is licensed to Codemasters. Clearly. That was interesting. That just kind of works. Again, that was only possible due to the rolling physics in this game. This was like, you know, any other game. Over and over and over I go. Oh no. Speaking of over and over and over I go, I still might be able to do that. Over these jumps. That was really bad over those jumps. Once again, bicycling the car over the turn. Onto the final sector of the stage. Same top 4 as we've had so far. So, as far as like actual like rally standings, this has been pretty tame rally at the top here. Like, I'm pretty sure every stage has ended with me taking the stage win Francois Delacour in second and Carlos Sainz in third. Like, there's been a little bit of shake-up in the points, fourth to sixth, but it's mostly been Loix finishing in fourth. Will this trend continue at the end of this stage? No, Mäkinen takes fourth of the stage. Still Mitsubishi, but it's a different one this time. Ooh. So we got the Mitsubishi battle for fourth in this rally. Interesting. Or Mäkinen trying to, you know, do everything he can to lose as little time to Sainz as possible. So here's our stage 4 results. Same top 3 as usual. Mäkinen, Loix, and Arai. 4th, 5th, and 6th. Colin Craig ends up 9th. And here's the rest of the stage results. So, heading into the final stage, Freddie Loix still has a 12-second advantage over Tommi Mäkinen, so there's that. And Arai has a 15-second advantage over Richard Burns for that final point. Here's the remainder of the rally standings, and let's move on to day 3 and our final stage, 3.7 kilometers. Got quite a bit of twistiness to it, especially in the latter parts. So let's finish this. Let's finish twisting my tongue. Anyways, final stage of the Acropolis Rally. With the Evolution Studios tent shading that one cameraman at the start line. Off to the left, I saw that. I think that was my first time noticing the Evolution Studios logo there. So, not sure if that was like a regular thing or if I'm just blind and just now noticing that for the first time. Like the Evo logo. Not sure if it's a different logo. I beat Delacour by 0.01 in that first sector. Can't get much closer than that. It's very twisty, with certain death looming on the left of you at all times. You know, no pressure. Just if you mess up, you're probably going to go flying over a cliff and flipping everywhere. You know, no big deal. It's whatever. Ooh, nice and smooth. Ooh, we might actually have a different result here. At the top of the field, Sainz is currently ahead of Delacour. I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. Or his surname. It's probably I don't know what other way to pronounce it. Oh, never mind. It's back up a second. Okay. Although, we have a interesting shake-up in 4th place with Richard Burns currently 4th in the stage. He might be trying to gain those 15 seconds to score a point in this rally over his teammate. Big jump as we head to the finish line. What a way to finish the rally with a huge jump. And Loix ends up taking 4th at the end of the stage. Nice. Do you like those, that 1 second of that rockin' soundtrack? Yeah. So, this rally's complete. I won, so I've unlocked Kenyon's, the Kenyon stages in single rally and time trial mode. So let's check out our final results of this first of stage 5. Of course, I get the win over Carlos Sainz and Delacour. Oh, Sainz actually beat Delacour at the end. Nice. Delacour, I don't know. Loix finished 4th, and Richard Burns in 5th place. Tommi Mäkinen actually finished 7th in this stage. But it should be good enough for him to remain 5th in the rally and get those 2 points. Sure enough, it was, so slight shakeup in the standings for our final stage, but no actual overall positions changed. I get the victory by nearly a minute over Francois Delacour. Carlos Sainz finishing 3rd, Freddie Loix in 4th, Tommi Mäkinen in 5th, and Toshihiro Arai finishing 6th place for Subaru. Here's the rest of the rally results. Wow, big gap from 12th to 13th. 2 minutes, in fact. Over 2 minutes, actually. Damn. And Thomas Bradstrom bringing up the rear nearly 10 minutes behind me. So, there we go. We are the winners of the Acropolis Rally. So here are the updated point standings. I have a perfect 70 as we reach the halfway point of the World Rally Championship. Yep, we're halfway through. 7 rounds down, 7 to go. Carlos Sainz remains in second, Mäkinen in third, losing 2 more points, so the gap is now 5 points between those two. Richard Burns remains in fourth despite not scoring any points. Freddie Loix stays in fifth, and Francois Delacour finally gets over his 6th place hurdle by finishing second and moving from 10th to 6th in the points. Very nice. Here's the rest of the point standings as of round number 7, and Toshihiro Arai also becomes our 13th point scorer out of 21 possible in the championship. I like how it shows Petter Solberg in last. Add insult to injury to someone who absolutely should have way more than 0 points at this point. But that's how the cookie crumbles. So, let's take a look at the manufacturer standings. 10 points for both Peugeot and Ford. Okay. As Ford moves past Mitsubishi for 2nd place. And Subaru gains 1 point, remaining in 4th. Hyundai, Skoda, and Citroen, they stay firmly where they've been for the past few rounds. So, there we go. That'll conclude the Acropolis Rally. And we are now halfway through the championship. So, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the second half of the World Rally Championship.